You're listening to
KSFM.
KSFM.
KSFM. Off the record.
And welcome to KSFM for our third show ever. Welcome, Webbdog.
G-Funk, how are you?
G-Funk? What is G-Funk? I knew. I saw in your face. I knew. You looked at me and you're like, I don't know what your DJ name is. You know what? I'm gonna own it this week. I'm G-Funk. G-Funk. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Now that you've completely forgotten my name, I'm forgetting what we're doing in the show. What do we have this week?
Well, we've got a couple of songs coming for you from your favourite / only principal, Mr. Branson, and we've got an original track by a Kingston Smith student as well, which we're super excited to get out there too.
Which is awesome. We want as many of you sending in stuff, be it questions, be it little sound files. You might put it together a comedy show. Hopefully the dream is we get inundated that we'll have to start saying no to some of you.
We'd love to start turning people away.
But at this stage, that's not the case.
We're a long way from that.
So it's Monday.
Yep.
What'd you do on the weekend?
Look, I'm glad you asked. I had a great weekend. I took my little 6-month-old puppy out for a few what we would like to call adventure walks.
Adventure walks.
Yeah.
So I'm picturing you in full Indiana Jones get up.
Yep. Well, maybe not full, but
whip.
Yep.
What's an adventure walk look like?
Well, as I said, we've got a 6-month-old Hungarian Vizsla puppy. She's a great little dog. And
oh, Mr. Branson, you've just interrupted. You want to say hi to everyone?
Hi everyone, how you going?
I mean, this sounds staged, but it's completely not. We're just introing today's show. Mr. Webbdog is talking about his adventure walks.
Yep.
Adventure walks.
Adventure walks.
That's what
Sounds wrong with something else.
So it's where I take my 6-month-old pup on a walk, and what I think is her most endearing feature is also a bit of a pain in the butt sometimes, where she's such an ultra extrovert that she needs to go and say hello to everybody and everything that she sees.
It's all like Mr. Branson.
Much like.
The exact opposite of you, Webbdog.
And the question you might ask is, why don't you just have her on a lead, which would be a good question. But I do love letting her off the lead so she can go and sort of sniff and do her own thing.
Not that KSFM endorses as illegal practice.
I was going to say, pretty sure that's illegal in most of the ACT, but anyway, go on.
So this is where adventure walks come in. I take her off the trail, and we get out in the bush and explore at our own pace, and she absolutely loves it.
So differentiated learning for your dog.
100%.
Wonderful. Mr. Branson, can you tell us what happened last Friday?
Wow, last Friday was probably the most cathartic experience for us for a couple of weeks.
If you don't know what cathartic means, just quickly do a Google.
Yeah, look it up. I'm going to use words that you may not know.
Increasing our vocab.
That's me looking it up.
Yeah, you're just banging the keyboard.
You can't even spell cathartic.
So it was fantastic. We had all our staff who really missed you guys out there, the kids, the students. And we know that there was a lot of students who've been saying, oh, we really miss our teachers. We got out the front of our school, did a bit of a dance. We had the DJ B-Rad.
It's G-Funk today, actually.
G-Funk, sorry, but it was B-Rad on the day. Did a bit of the music. Teachers danced and they waved, and we had so many kids go past. Holding up signs.
Repeat drive-bys, I saw.
Repeat drive-bys, that's right. And they're holding up signs, we love you, Miss Marshall, and la la la, stuff like that. What my favourite part, though, was all those older kids that obviously got dragged along by their parents, and as soon as they saw me in Lederhausen, were covering their eyes and crying in the back of the car. But it was great fun, and I want to thank you all for all those people who showed up. We won't be able to
unsee that.
No, that's right. We might do something similar maybe another time, but it was really a great time. So thank you for that.
And we had Mr. Hanson roving reporting on the day. We're just going to go to a little snippet of that right now, and then we'll be back with you to talk about what else is going to happen in the show.
This is Mr. Hanson reporting. I found one of our favourite teachers here at the middle school. Hello, Tess. How are you?
Going good. How are you guys?
Yeah, I'm not too bad. How are you feeling about today? Are you excited?
Yeah, it's going pretty good. There's so many people coming out.
Yeah, have you seen some of your favourite students?
I have seen some. All of them are my favourite students.
Good, that was a trick question. You passed, well done. Do you have a message for all of our students at home?
We miss you and we hope you're staying safe.
Excellent message. Thanks, Tess.
Anytime.
So as you can see, Mr. Hanson was pretty busy. He actually collected like 30 minutes of sound files, which I haven't had time to to sift through yet, but we'll put together a bit more of a snappy show for our next show. Promises. But coming up next, some of you on the KSS social hub expressed that you'd like to hear Mr. Branson doing a song. Guess what?
What?
What? Thanks, that's what I needed.
What?
Mr. Branson's going to do a song. Do you want to tell us about your song?
Yeah, sure. So, some of you may know in a previous life I was a famous rock star. That's not true.
No, that's your brother, isn't it?
Yeah, my brother is actually pretty famous. But yeah, I like to dabble in a bit of music, and I am throwing down the gauntlet to a couple of other of our fine musicians in our school to produce some stuff and put it up for us to listen to.
Later this show.
Great.
One.
I'm looking forward to that. But look, I've got one. An original song, great. I've got this one here. It's an old song by the Thompson Twins. Some of you may remember the Thompson Twins. No, you wouldn't. You're way too young. This was.
We've got parent listeners.
Oh, that's true. Well, this is from the 80s, and it was when I was young, when the Earth was cooling. We had one big supercontinent, and it was a really popular song at the time. But it's quite a lovely song, and I'm sorry I butcher it. So here it goes now. I have a picture pinned to my wall, an image of you and of me, and we're laughing and loving it all. Look at our life now, tattered and torn. We fuss and we fight and delight in the tears that we cry until dawn. Hold me now, oh my heart. Stay with me. Let loving start, let loving start. You say I'm a dreamer, we're two of a kind, both of us searching for some perfect world we know we'll never find. So perhaps I should leave here, yeah, and go far away. But you know that there's nowhere that I'd rather be than with you here today. Come on now, hold me now. Warm my heart. Stay with me. Let loving start, let loving start now. Hold me now. Warm my heart. Stay with me. Let loving start, let loving start. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Ask if I love you. Well, what can I say? You know that I do, and if this is just one of those games that we play, so I'll sing you a new song. Please don't cry anymore. Then I'll ask your forgiveness, though I don't know just what I'm asking it for. Hold me now, oh my heart. Stay with me. Let loving start, let loving start now. Hold me now. Oh, my heart. Stay with me. Let loving start, let love
can start.
And there you have Mr. Branson's song. Now, Branson's ducked out for a while. I think he'll be back just to talk about the other song. But he said some pretty nasty stuff about your rap.
Didn't he?
He said, quote,
Bit rich.
Quote, when are you going to give it up?
Yeah.
Unquote.
I got an idea. Mr. Branson, why don't you do something original?
Oh, so you reckon that was a bit of a cop-out?
A little bit.
Yeah. All right, well, why don't you guys tell us what you think? And in the meantime, whilst you're thinking about what you think, you're about to hear a pretty atrocious discussion around fruit.
Yeah.
This is
They
case.
say that you should never compare apples to oranges. We disagree.
There's already enough bad fruit talk. There's already enough. You're with KSFM. So we weren't planning on recording at all, but Mr. Webby, we're both working. Here's the picture. We're in the hub. We've got some tunes playing. Webby's crunching down on an apple. There's a crunch right there. I'm working away, chatting to the KZ team, and Webby just says out of nowhere, nothing beats an apple.
I did say that. Particularly enjoying this one. Nice and crisp. Nice balance of sweet and tart flavours coming through.
I had to stop him right there, and I said, well, hang on. Whoa. How about the cuddle of your firstborn child, or the embrace of someone that you love that you haven't seen in a while, and then...
And I had to concede that I may have overreacted. And I'm going to scale it back to just in the context of a, simple piece of fruit.
So not even any fruit, but a simple fruit.
Just available pretty much all year.
To fully unpack, what is a simple fruit?
One that's regularly in the fruit bowl.
Regular in the fruit bowl, so not necessarily seasonal.
Not necessarily seasonal. Finds its way into most school lunch boxes.
Right. So peach and nectarines, they're not a simple fruit.
I don't know. They're definitely seasonal.
They're super seasonal. Mind you, I went in the shops the other day, and plums like one of the cheapest. And usually, the way shops work is the best fruit's the cheapest because it's seasonal. Mm-hmm. So don't think if you're spending more on fruit, you're going to get better fruit. It's usually the opposite. The cheaper the fruit, the better quality it's going to be. But these plums are off the hook. Yeah, but they're not a simple fruit.
No, they're not. You gave me one actually.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
very kind of you.
Yeah, one of those.
Yeah, I did.
So in my head, I can't really think of many simple fruits being past apple, banana, orange.
They're your simple fruits.
So really, the statement you made should have been, apple is so much better than a banana or an orange.
This particular apple.
And you know what, I'm going to disagree with you on that anyway, just to completely cut you down.
See, bananas for me, they have a very, very fine point of whether they're good or not. Too early, too green, they're a bit starchy and a bit... and as soon as they start getting freckles, they're too sweet and sickly.
Not to speak ill of the dead, but I had this same conversation with Peter Radford. And he grew up in a small country town, and he looked at me as though I was the biggest sook. Because I said exactly that. I go, a good banana's a good banana, but it's that real. He just looked at me and went, a banana's a banana, and I love it.
Not true.
I got slammed by Peter Radford.
Rightly so.
He slammed me.
Rightly so.
But it's the same with each of those. Like, the best orange... I've got another friend. This is a really long segment considering it's just about fruit. I've got another friend and he says, it doesn't really make sense, but his second favourite fruit is an orange. In the fact that if you're having an orange, he walks in and he goes, dang, that's a good orange. But,
too much prep, the peeling.
Oh, it's part of the journey. If you're on a bushwalk and you've just hiked up a mountain, you're at the top, and you have to pull out a simple fruit, you'd go an apple.
Absolutely, every day of the week. Every day of the week.
This may be our last show. We've hit our divide.
Look, I'm happy to agree to disagree on this one.
Okay. I reckon we'll leave it there. What do you think? What we would love, actually, is for some of you just to record some questions, record little bits, send them to me, ed.act.edu.au, or send it to the KSIP team and they'll pass it on. Would love to have some of your voices in the shows.
If we don't get to the bottom of it, we'll certainly have some fun trying.
I think we got to the bottom of the orange. Alright, thanks. See you guys. So we advertised that was an atrocious chat about fruit, and there you have it. It was
Delivered.
delivered. Tick. I think I've said it like 5 times this show. Please send us in some stuff. We want to hear your voices, and this student is the first person to do that. He sent us in a song. He's got his own intro. I'm not even going to touch it past it. Anything else you want to say?
No, we're just super stoked to be getting this out there.
Perfect. We'll have a listen to the song. We'll get Branson back in. We'll finish the show. Awesome. Let's do this.
Hey guys, Braden here on KSFM, here to showcase my song that I wrote called 6 Feet Under. I've been getting pretty busy writing songs during this distance ed period when I'm not doing classwork. So, here it is. Leave me alone, I want you dead. Leave me alone, can't get you out of my head. I don't wanna see you around. I kinda wish you were 6 feet underground. You were 6 feet underground. I guess I'll see you in hell when we're 6 feet underground. I don't wanna see your face. I want you to leave this place. If I see you around, I swear to you, I'll put you 6 feet underground. Put you 6 feet underground. I guess I'll see you in hell when we're 6 feet underground. I don't wanna see you. I don't wanna see you. I don't wanna see you until we're 6 feet underground. Till we're 6 feet underground. I guess I'll see you in hell when we're 6 feet underground. Thanks for listening. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Wow, that was awesome. We're just going to welcome back Mr. Branson. Came back in just in time to have a listen. What do you think?
That was awesome, Braden. Really good. I think it's really funny because Braden's such a positive, light, happy sort of guy, and that song's pretty dark, but I think it's actually really good. It reminds me very much of early Silverchair, and there's a couple of other grunge bands. I can't remember the name of one, but did a lot of drop D tuning, so well done, Braden. I am going to throw down a challenge to you.
Oh, just in case you missed the school bell, there it is.
There it is, just for all of us. I'm going to challenge you. When we come back from all this, I'm going to do a little bit of a guitar challenge. I'm going to challenge you to a riff off, so to speak, on the guitar. So, you better get your chops up. Not just practice, making songs, but also your playing, because it's going to be you v me, mano a mano, on stage in front of the rest of the school. So, just saying.
Big talk.
Big talk. Easy to talk when he's not here.
Yeah, big time. But I'm pretty sure a lot of people could be empathising with the content. It sounds like that's a lot of emotion.
Yeah.
Let's just hope he's talking about putting the coronavirus 6 feet underground and not his little brother.
But thanks heaps for sending it in. That's absolutely awesome.
Awesome, Braden.
So, anything you want to pass on for the rest of the week?
Not from me.
Not from you? How about you?
Yeah. Just stay healthy, stay happy, keep connecting. Hope you're enjoying these podcasts, and I want to thank the Webbdog and the B-Rad.
G-Funk.
What do you call it?
G-Funk, B-Rad, G-Time, changes everywhere.
G-Time, yeah.
It's a dynamic name.
Dynamic name. Thanks guys for putting this on, because I know a lot of families and kids are connecting, and it's a good way to keep in touch with them. So, look after each other. Remember, it's just us.
And I heard a rumour floating around the traps that the department have said there is to be no curriculum-based work in the holidays.
Correct.
It's going to be tempting to just continue what you're doing at the moment, which is working really hard online. But is this a message from the principal?
It certainly is, yeah. Look, we want you to enjoy what you're doing. Have a couple of weeks off. Just do some fun stuff. I know that some of the curriculum that you do, like we just heard from Braden, he does music, obviously, and enjoys that. But, just really give yourself a bit of a break. It's going to be a roller coaster ride next term. So could be a lot of different things going on. So give yourself a bit of a break. Do some fun stuff. Connect with your family. Make sure that you're keeping in touch with them.
Get out there for an adventure walk or two.
And then tell us about your adventure walk.
Yeah, just watch out for Webbdog though, because his dog's off the leash.
Big time.
One of the true victimless crimes, if you ask me.
This is our third show with KSFM. Thank you for joining us. Hope you've enjoyed. Once again, give us feedback, give us suggestions, send in recordings. We want them all. Thank you.
Peace.
See ya.